Okay, guys, I'm Bradu, and I'm back. And we are going to continue where we left off. We I decided how I'm going to handle this, but I didn't do anything. So it's going to be really random on the fly still, and you'll see every step of the process. But we just found an NPC who was dying, and Nura healed them up to 1 hit point. And now we're going to see who this person is. What I'm going to do is literally roll ability scores. I've determined that because we know that whoever it is survived this far and had a battle in this room with we don't know what yet, and we might not find out, that might not be important. But to me, that at least tells me this NPC is capable. So I'm going to roll up stats and just treat it as, I'm looking at the rival crawler page, but I don't necessarily think that's it. But I'll roll up a random character and we'll see what happens. So strength. Ooh, is that an 18? Are we keeping that? Look at this. That's a 6, right? 666. Strength 18. I don't really need that. I'd re-roll that for sure if it was a low score. 13. 13. Wow. 13. I really wanted high intelligence, but whatever. 6. I'm keeping the low score this time too. See that? It's cocked die. But if I'm keeping the 6, I got to keep the 1. And 10. So we have a powerful fighter for sure. Absolutely powerful fighter. Class. What I really need to know is alignment. Let's do ancestry. Let's do ancestry straight off of the rival crawlers chart. 11. Half orc. Ooh. Okay. So here's the thing. Do I roll right now to see the alignment? Because basically I think if we're chaotic, then it's probably an enemy. Not necessarily going to attack. I am going to say this. Let's say he wakes up groggily, realizes what's going on. How do I do this without finding out? Like while keeping the surprise to myself, right? So I can roll up what the secret is for this potential warrior. I think what I'm going to do is, and I don't want to do a reaction check because I just healed him, but I think what happens is, I think we better give him a heal. I think we better give him a real heal now that he's awake. Which maybe I should have done that to begin with, because I healed 1 hit point. So I'm gonna heal him. Yeah, we're gonna try. Thane is going to try a cure wounds. 13 is good, and I believe I get 3d6. So 8 hit points. So whoever it is now has 9 hit points. And probably a max higher than that. I'm not going to complete the whole thing. So we're talking to the creature, to the NPC. Here's what's going to happen. When I stopped the video, I'm actually playing the same night as the previous session. So we just found this NPC. I stopped the video, and then I looked at the torch timer, and it had 1 minute on it. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to say right now I need to see if my lantern goes out. So that is a 50-50 chance. On a 4, 5, or 6, the lantern stays lit. On a 1, 2, or 3, things might get interesting. A 1. So it goes dark. So we heal him up. It goes dark. And now we're going to find out if he is friend or foe. So on a 6, he may attack us. We'll see. I don't know that it'd be smart to do that, but we'll see what happens. 4, neutral. Okay, that's probably okay. I'm gonna roll a secret and see if that gives me any information about who this is and why they're here. 6, debt to the Thieves Guild. Okay, I don't know about Thieves Guild, but maybe this orc came down here, half orc came down here in search of treasure because they owe a debt. Maybe that. And on that note, I'm also going to give oracle check. Not oracle check, prompt check. We're going to check a prompt. That often gives me a good idea of what a character's motivation is. So we know they owe a debt, but do they have any motivation beyond that? 37, 72. I don't like either of these. What if I do this? What if I do 3277? See if that gives me something different. Ooh, that's interesting. $32.77 is way more interesting. Reveal vision. Reveal a vision. And accept enemy. So accept enemy could mean this is an enemy, or it could mean it's a potential enemy, but we're going to accept. Okay, let me see this through. Reveal vision. One thing could mean we start lighting our lantern again. I don't think that this person is, I don't think this half orc is going to straight out attack us. So I'm getting confused here, but I think we light our torch, or light our lantern again, because there's no urgency, because reveal vision. It also could mean we reveal some sort of vision of, like, maybe he knows something that he can help us with. And accept enemy. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I'm not sure yet this is a friend. I rolled neutral. I'm not going to roll. I think there's still a slight chance that this person goes against us if we have a chance. I am going to roll now what level they are. And I think that because we're a group of level 4s, I think they should be close to us. So I'm going to say 1, 2 is level 3, 3, 4 is level 4, 5, 6 is level 5. Level 4, just like us. So we have a level 4 half-orc fighter. And for right now, I'm not going to go beyond that. I might have to create a whole character sheet. Accept enemy, reveal vision. Is this person going to... I think they're going to continue through this with us, at least for now. I'm not calling it a full member of the group. I wonder if I have any kind of orc or half-orc close by that I could use. Oh, I'm sure I do. Here, I'm just going to grab the nearest mini I have that looks like a fighter orc. And I have have one up here. Yeah. Ooh, that one's really cool, but I don't want that's too important. So we'll go with this for now. It's actually a full orc, but whatever. It's going to be an orc mauler. Half orc fighter. Okay, so we're going to continue on. Nobody's going to die in this room. There's no other treasure. We're going this way. Reveal a vision. We'll see if that comes into play. You stay in the back, though. Not at the total back. I don't trust him behind us, but we don't want him to be the one leading the way either. So let's go with him in the middle, him third. How's that? Nura, I don't know if that's real important. We got a lot of characters for these small little hallway things. What's in this room? Oh, we got to set a new torch timer. Did I do that? I did not. So let's set a new timer. Like I said, I wish I could randomize it, but I can't. And let's do our 46. Whoa! Oh, crap. What was that? Something went flying. Nothing good. A 4. Treasure. Could be a minor treasure. What did I lose? What went flying? I guess I'll find out later. That's funny. Okay. Could be a minor treasure. You know what I think I might call this? I don't know that it's going to be a minor treasure. I think this is our chance for a secret door. Does Nura see a secret door? Yes or no? A high roll is yes. No secret door. Nice try with your new mask, Nura. So, is there a treasure? Yes or no? Sure, there's a treasure. I just realized something. A 96! There's a massive treasure in this room? That's kind of crazy. A 96 would be on my thing. Ooh. So I'm going to take that. I'm not going to use a specific chart because I didn't pick a chart on the treasure. It would actually be lower than a 03, but I did roll a 96. Oh, man. For some reason, I'm having a hard time with decisions on this one. Would there really be a big treasure on a 4 like that? I kind of don't think so. But I don't want to, like, take it away either. What would a 96 be on my roll? A wand? Oh, God, that makes no sense given our anything. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to leave that alone. I'm going to hold that for when it makes more sense. And then we'll see. And I'm going to hold that there's a treasure coming up. Because this next room makes a lot more sense, I think. I'm going to give a listen in, because I used to say I was doing that anyway. Let's see what's behind door number, whatever we're at, 6. Not much. Oh, a twisty thing. Some sort of a twist. This would have been, this is like the main room. Well, there's another main room coming up. Feels like there should be something cool, but what is our twist thing? A 5. Oh, a trap, isn't it? A 5, I think, is a trap. 5 is trap or hazard. I know just the thing. Not just the thing, but the GM. Oh, no. GM companion has. We met an unrecoverable problem. What? I don't like that. Okay, I fixed it. Kinda. GM has a. Oh, shoot. Hazards for different areas, right? Dungeon hazard. Tomb. There we go. 48. So let's see what our hazard is. I'm just going to roll 2d6. Red is going to go down. Black is going to go to the side. So 5. 2. Oh, it doesn't tell me what it is, though. No, that doesn't make sense at all here. It says winding passages. That doesn't make any sense. Ooh, this does make sense. This says ghostly barriers. Wow, I don't know what that means, but ghostly barriers means we come into this room and is there actually a ghost here? That's not a trap. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a ghost. I kind of like the idea. And the barrier, I know what it is. I got it. Okay, so we come into the room. It appears empty. And there is a sarcophagus here, a tomb. And so we're going to check that out. And when we open it up, there is a ghost in there. A ghost pops out and attacks us. What is a ghost? I don't even know that we've seen a ghost. I'm imagining it's tougher than zombies. So let's see what a ghost is and who it attacks. And if there'd be more than one, if they're too weak, I'll make it that there's more than one. Nope, they're pretty darn strong. Level 6. So let's go with it. We're battling a ghost. Okay. Here goes. So a ghost pops out. And we're going to roll initiative. We are going to roll initiative if I can find my ghostly dice. The ghost gets a 20. So it attacks somebody right away. And we have our other guy now too. So we have 6 people. So he'll go into our number 6 spot on who gets attacked. 2 is going to be Orgo. 2, death touch. Ooh boy, this could be real. This could be bad. I love it. Death touch. So I'll get to why this is a ghostly barrier. 15 plus 5 is going to attack. Is going to hit Orgo. 1d8 plus life drain. 4. What's life drain? I have a bad feeling about that. It doesn't sound good. 1d4 con damage. Oh, Thane's the one who had con damage before. Death if reviewed. Oh god. And so also life drain. 1d4 con damage. No save on that. I guess because it hit. 1 con damage. A lot of con damage in this. But a second attack. There's 2 attacks. So nat 1. So the second one doesn't hit. And what are we going to do? Greater Undead says immune to morale checks, which means I don't think... Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. I looked over an important thing. I need a ghost mini. So here's our ghost mini. Popped out of the coffin. And he needs to get safe. So he's going to try and just move away. Get somewhere safe-ish. Who's going to attack first? I'm going to roll that because it's kind of important. 2 is going to be Orgo. Orgo is going to attack first. And he's going to attack with... So I'm going to do... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Orgo an intelligence check at... Kind of hard. Because I don't think we've seen a ghost before. So maybe a 15 intelligence check. Not even close. So on that note, Orgo is going to use his great axe and miss. That sucks. So who attacks next then? That's Thane. I like that. So Thane now is going to... The reason I'm doing that is because to try to not metagame, because it's hard to damage this thing. So Thane probably knows he can't turn this because he would know the limits of his own spell. And on that, he probably would know that the cleansing weapon is worth doing here. So Thane's actually going to move around and cast cleansing weapon on Orgo and tell him that this should help his axe hit. Here's his check to cast cleansing weapon. It's good. So we have cleansing weapon on Orgo. Okay. Unfortunately, he's already attacked. Maybe I should have done it on Abbott. Actually, I should. I'm going to do it on Abbott instead because Abbott hasn't attacked yet. So we'll do it on Abbott, and then Abbott will attack. 6 misses. Damn. This is not cool. On that note, Nura can't do much to damage it, and Thane has just kind of told the group that's not going to work. And again, I screwed up because I should have done Nura first here, but Nura is going to try to give Abbott, because I just gave Abbott 1 spell. Nura's going to try and give Abbott attack advantage on attack and damage versus a creature type being a ghost or undead. Okay, let's see if she can do it. 4 is a no way. So she loses that. And I lost my pen. That's what flew. Just kidding. It's not. Okay. So who's left for my group? Nobody. That's my 4. He's not going to do anything. This guy is going to attack. The question is, does he have a silver or magic weapon? Maybe, 50-50. A high roll means yes. He does. Okay, so he can do damage. We'll give him a Morning Star because that's what he's holding. It's a silver or +1 Morning Star. I'm going to roll the attack and just find out. 4 misses, so we don't know, but he does have a weapon that's capable of damaging. Okay, that is not great. I think what happens next is this ghost goes through it's incorporeal. It's going to go through the wall and into this room. That might be interesting. Huh. And we've got to follow it. Now that was its turn is the thing. Do we know where it went? This is a little bit tricky because I don't really want to just give us a whole free turn, but in order to do what I want to do next, I think I have to do it like this. So here's what happens. We run in after. Here we come. Abbott would come in first. We'll give this guy a frontline position. He was pretty badass. And he's bringing up the rear. Now I'm going to roll what's in this room. And I'm only going to roll... Well, I'm going to roll what's in this room because it's a new room now. I don't know what's happening. 3, 3, 3, 5. Okay, something's in this room. 5 is some kind of creature. Ew. I don't want this to be what it is, but that's okay too. That's all right. Let's go with this. 1. This is a mini that I have not been able to find. So I'm going to use something I have close. And I think this might work. It's not perfect by any stretch. But we're going to call, by any stretch, we're going to call this a dretch. So now we have a dretch and a ghost. And when we come into the room, the dretch is going to attack somebody. It's only 1. Or do something. What does a dretch do? I think we've seen them before. They stink, right? Oh no. Where are they? Uh-oh. How come I don't have a dretch? Maybe it's in here. I don't know where the dretch is. Doggone it. Alright, so I can't even find what a dretch is, so I'm just going to reroll. And we're not going to take... we're not going to take a dretch. I'm going to change dretch to skeleton maybe or something. Let's see if this one's in here. What are you doing here? This one's not in here either. Dang it. What am I doing? It's supposed to be an undead creature, for 1. So another will-o'-the-wisp? Sure, it could be another will-o'-the-wisp. Great, I'm down with that. So the will-o'-the-wisp then is going to attack somebody. This one is not as tricky because we've already seen him, but it is going to attack somebody. And that'll make it random 2, and it's not going to hit anyway, but the attack would have been on Orgo. And now we get to go. Thane is going to start by trying to do his same spell, Cleansing Weapon, on Orgo or Abbott. Who did I do last time? I did Abbott, and then he swung and missed. So we're doing Orgo. Good, they both got it. Nice. Nura lost hers, but she can attack the will-o'-the-wisp, so we'll have her do that. We'll have her shoot a bow at will-o'-the-wisp. Oh, she's almost out of arrows. I rolled a lot of nat 1s this time, huh? Do we get rid of the ghost or the... We definitely get rid of the ghost. We're going after the ghost. Abbott's going to go after the ghost. He's got a +1. He's got a cool weapon because of Cleansing Weapon. And that's going to be a hit. So I forgot to even rage with him, but that's okay. I don't need to worry about rage. D10 damage. And I think he gets, so 8 plus, he gets bonus damage for that spell. I want to say it's +6. Cleansing Weapon. 1d6 plus 1d6 versus undead. So he rolled just rolled an 8, right? 2. Wreathed in, so my weapon is wreathed in purifying flames, deals an additional 1d4 damage. 1d6 versus undead, so that's 10 damage to the ghost. And on that note, Orgo's going to try and do the same, and he's got the same weapon. Oh, nat 20. Can he roll an 8 again? So he gets 2d8, right, for his damage, plus 2d6. Hell yes. He's going to kill this thing. There's an 8 again. Wow. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. So that's 24 total. Oh, it's not dead. It wasn't enough to kill. On that note, I'm still going to let this guy choose. Does he go after the ghost or the will-o'-the-wisp? And I think he should go after the ghost, so I'm going to say 1 through 4 is ghost. Yes, so he's going to attack the ghost. He doesn't have a purifying weapon, but he does have a magic weapon. And he whiffs! So his attack sucks. I haven't even decided what his stats are, but a 3 misses for sure. So now what happens? Now the ghost gets to go. And she is going to, or I'm saying she because it looks like a she. No, that's a dude. He is going to try to possess. 1 target, close range, contested charisma check. We're rolling randomly. It's not going to be him. So it's going to be a D1 is Abbott. Okay, charisma Abbott. Is that your thing? So Abbott's charisma is the blue one, obviously. And I lose. Right? Ooh, it's got a +4 charisma too. So he... Do I luck token that? Because if I lose this could be real bad. No, I'm not going to do it. If Ghost wins, it inhabits the body and controls it for 2d4 rounds. So Abbott now is the ghost. So does that mean it uses the ghost, uses Abbott's stats? I guess so. And on that note, it's our turn. So I'm going to make the ghost go first, and Abbott's going to attack a random target. Not himself, so I can now take out himself. And again, I'm not going after the thug. That's dumb. Maybe I should. 1, 2, 3 is Thane. Oh boy. So Abbott has the weapon. He's going to attack Thane. 12 plus 6 is enough to hit Thane. It is. For D, Thane is not. Thane is not undead, so he gets D4, not D6. But he does 9 damage to Thane. Don't do it. Abbott, no. Why would you do that? Okay. So do I attack the ghost or do I attack Abbott? That's a tough choice. Okay, I guess I have to attack Abbott. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack Abbott. So Orgo will attack Abbott. 2 misses. Thane. Does he have a different spell? Turn undead. No, he really doesn't. Thane's going to attack. 10. Not going to hit. +3, yep. Doesn't hit no matter what. This guy's definitely going to attack Abbott. He has no allegiance to the group, so he'll go for it. 6 misses. This is horrible. Maybe it doesn't miss. Maybe I need to see what he has, because he did have the 18, so that's a +4. There's a good chance that hits. Do I have to come up with his whole stat sheet right on the spot this second? I don't want to. I think that's going to hit. Because I think that would hit the ghost, and I think that would hit Abbott anyway, as long as he's got another, +1 or +2 to his checks, and at level 4, I think that would hit. So we're going to have him do 8 damage, I think, probably, with that Morning Star. 3 damage. So here's what I'm going to have happen. It kills the ghost, and 3 damage to Abbott. That's the only way I can think of to make that happen. The ghost had 3 hit points left. So Abbott takes the damage, but so does the ghost. And that means the ghost then dies and Abbott comes back to himself. And amidst that, Nura will try to shoot the will-o'-the-wisp that's still there. That's going to be a hit with one of her few arrows left for 5 damage. And the will-o'-the-wisp, I think, probably would... we'll have it attack Nura because it just hit her. Because she just hit it. Oh, and I rolled the wrong dice. Darn it. +3. I'm going to count it. Life drain is 1d4 con damage. Yep. We might have to get the heck out of here. 4 con damage. 3 characters take con damage now. And let's try to finish off this thing at least. Orgo, you're right here. Orgo can do the damage. 18, that should do it. D8 plus 3. Yeah, there's an 8 again. Orgo is on it this time. Will-o'-the-wisp goes down. I didn't roll treasure in this room, but here's what. So now I'm going to go back to the other room because here's what happens. So Abbott also is a little bit confused. And does he fight with this guy? Or does he realize he was... I think he probably would realize he was possessed, but maybe there's a little bit of tension there. Like, wait, Abbott's like, wait a minute, you just attacked me? But anyway, we're going to go back to this room because the ghostly barrier, this is going to go back to a couple different things. The ghostly barrier is there's a treasure here. So I rolled a treasure here, a nice big high treasure. And I'm going to call it, not the ghost. We're going to call it the ghost's treasure. That's what we're going to do. The ghost is level 6. You guys remember what I rolled? Was it 96? Oh, man. This is amazing if this is what it should be. I think I'm going to go with this. With the core book, because I think it makes sense in every way that I can do it. Oh, there goes our, there goes our timer. I get another check. So it doesn't really matter because I'll relight it. But 50-50 whether it goes out. It does go out, but we're just going to relight it. And I'm not going to play probably for another half hour anyway. So what was I looking at here? 96. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with this. This is straight out of the core book. +2 magic armor. So there was some warrior in here that this ghost used to be that has a +2 magic armor, benefit, and curse. So let's find out what that could be. Benefit and curse of a magic armor. Where'd that go? Oh, the armor's first. Okay. Just for fun, we might do all of it, but let's see. Let's see. I like rolling up magic items, so let's do the curse first. I hate having curses. Maybe I don't want it to automatically have a benefit and a curse. Do I? I gotta go for it. It's on the chart. Oh, you have disadvantage on dex checks. It's pretty brutal. And the benefit would be treat critical hits against you as normal hits. Now the curse is way worse than the benefit on this one. But it is +2 armor. What type of armor is it? Here's the trick. I have different armors. So I'm going to roll the what type on this. But leather means light. Chainmail means medium. Plate mail means heavy. And there's also shield and mithril on here. I don't want it to be a shield. I already got enough shields. And 6 is not a shield. Chainmail. So medium armor. So it's a +2 medium armor. Maybe chainmail. It may not. I'm not going to worry about that yet, because we're not going to put it on yet anyway. At +2, no crits against it, but disadvantage dex, which kind of makes sense. So it's +2, but it's heavier than chainmail usually is, I guess, is what I would say. So I don't hate that as far as it making sense. Where are we at with everything? Holy smokes. Yeah, we're pretty deep in this. We've been to this room. The thing is, though, we only have one room left in this level of the dungeon. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and see what's in this last room. And let's go nuts. Okay. Last room of the dungeon. That was pretty epic right there. So if this doesn't have something major, I'm okay with the ghost being like the boss of the whole. Well, look at that. More treasure without any monsters or anything? That seems a little too easy, doesn't it? More treasure, but it's a 0 to 3 treasure this time. Hey, the dice don't lie, right? 50. And you know what? There's another tomb, so it kind of makes sense. And we already have that treasure. So I'm going to go to the GM's companion for our treasure this time, which is a 50. We might already have this one too, to be honest with you. Ooh, nope, this is what it is. A silver chalice bearing vampiric symbols and bloodstains. Okay. A vampiric silver chalice. 21 gold pieces value. Okay. That also may be a hint that I don't want to just say there's a vampire here, but is there a vampire in this thing? There should be at least one more level to this dungeon. But I think this is as good a place as any to back out and get to the surface. I do want to explore a little further what's up with this guy. And I'm going to do that. I'll do some thinking on it off camera. I'm not going to try and wing it right now. But if he's important enough, I want to decide. I don't think I want him to join the group. I've got enough fighters, frankly. The question is, does he go on his merry little way? Does he want that armor? He might want that armor. Maybe that's what he was after. Does he challenge one of us? Does he try to fight us? Does he try to double cross us? He wasn't outright chaotic, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't oppose us for treasure. I initially was thinking that that if we run into an NPC here, it would likely be one of the boys, one of the young teenage boys or whatever, who was avoiding war, who's one of the monks. But given that I rolled an orc, I don't think I'm going to go that route. So I think this is just maybe the rest of his party died. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe he came in here with a group and he's the last survivor. Anyway, we help each other get out, but there's at least one more level of this dungeon. I don't want it to be like it says, the book kind of says like could be several levels. I don't want it necessarily to be this mega dungeon. It takes a while to go through dungeons, as you can see. This was what, 2 sessions of this dungeon, right? For on one page of 4 or 5 rooms. Now combat's kind of take a while, but we got some good treasure here. I'll figure out what that armor is exactly, and so that will help determine who's going to wear it, or if he wants it, like I said. And I'm not necessarily just giving it to him, but it might make sense in one way or another for that to be what happens. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for getting this far with me if you have. Catch you next time. I'm Brad.